The number one reason employees leave jobs is because they don't feel appreciated. Number one, that's according to the United States Department of Labor. So we have to figure out how to make our employees feel appreciated. We want to keep them. In this time of the great resignation, where most of my clients, and maybe you, are struggling to hire and retain top talent, we cannot afford to lose people because we have not made them feel appreciated. When people feel appreciated on the job, they are more productive, they are happier, morale is higher, and you have less stress. They are going to do a better job at serving your customers, at taking care of customers when they feel appreciated. So, today for National Customer Service Week, we are focusing on the top 15 ways to show appreciation to employees. 15 fun ways to appreciate. So, this session is for leadership. I want leaders to watch this video and get ideas to show appreciation beginning today, beginning during Customer Service Week, and going forward. All right, I am so glad you're here. Let's get right to the top 15 fun ways to show appreciation. First up is PostIt Note Love. This is one of my favorite ways to show employees appreciation. One of my favorite ways because it energizes the entire team and because it costs almost nothing. All you'll need is a stack of Post-it notes and a Sharpie. I got this idea from the book 1001 Ways to Reward Employees. And what you do is you take one Post-it note per employee and write down one thing the employee has done that you appreciate. You just honor them in one sentence, one phrase, one thank you, and then post it on their computer when they are not there. It is a powerful way to show your appreciation. The first time I tried this, it was right after reading the book 1001 Ways to Reward Employees. It was after hours, and I then immediately put Post-it notes on every one of my employees' computers, and then I left for the day. The next morning when I came back, the energy in my contact center was concrete. I mean, you could taste it. And I'd actually forgotten that I'd done this activity. When I get into my office, I see that everybody not only read my Post-it notes, but they grabbed their own stacks of Post-it notes and began showing appreciation to each other. What a fun way to hype up the team, bring energy to the day. All right, number 2, Survivor Award. This is fun. If you have an employee who has just survived that customer from hell, a difficult season, a difficult customer, a difficult situation, print up a certificate and award that person or that team, if it was a team, the Survivor Award. Talk about your employee's job impact and talk about that often. You know, a lot of the times contact center employees feel that, all we do is handle complaints and we're always on the phones or in chat, and they don't realize how crucial what they do on a day-to-day basis is to the organization. When I managed a contact center, I was intentional about letting my employees know that what you do is so much more than answering questions and fixing problems. What you're doing when you resolve a complaint is you are restoring customer confidence. You are repairing relationships. You are strengthening relationships. You are selling the company back to customers who are on the brink of defection. Think about the bottom line impact of what your employees do and communicate that impact to them, and do that often. Food. Oh, this goes without saying. Look for reasons to bring in food. Donut Fridays, Taco Tuesdays. One season, it's very hot where I live here in Tulsa, very hot in the summer. One summer, we brought in an ice cream cart. We called it an ice cream truck. And every Friday, we would bring it in at around 3 o'clock, and employees could get ice cream sandwiches, popsicles, ice cream cones. Yes, it was messy, but it was fun and it was worth it because it boosted the energy, the morale, and it was something different, something fun, something tasty. Flexibility, number 5. Now, hear me out. I know in a contact center, flexibility, that is one of the hardest things to do. But we need to talk about it in wake of the great resignation. In this season where we are struggling to find and keep people, we need to honor what's important to them. And flexibility is one of the top reasons we're losing people because they don't have the flexibility they want. One of my clients told me they lost an employee because the employee came in on a Thursday and said she needed Friday and Monday off, like the next day, Friday, and then Monday off to go to a Jack Harlow concert. And when she was not granted that time off at that late notice, she quit. So we have to look at it. I'm not saying we honor every request, but is there a way we can be more flexible where people can swap shifts? If it's possible, at least take a look. It's going to be a way to show people appreciation and hopefully help you keep your people. Fun month. I like this one. I like it a lot. You could pick a month, any month on the calendar, and make it fun month. And fun month is just what it says. It's about having fun. It's about letting loose. It's about doing something different. So, you could say, one day for fun month, everybody wear their favorite jersey a jersey from their favorite team. That can be a professional sports team. It can be a college team. It can be high school. But everybody wear a jersey or a t-shirt with your team's name to work. Maybe you have a 70s theme day where people dress up, for the decade. You can find many ways. You can have competitions, have games, bring that ice cream truck. But the whole point is to have fun. Let your employees come up with what is fun, and everybody will have fun with this. Handwritten notes. In this digital world, taking the time to write a thank you to an employee, a handwritten thank you will go so far. What if you did this once a year or even more often and either mail the notes to people's homes or simply put them in their chairs? That will go far. Corporate bucks. A lot of companies have merchandise that employees would love to own. Maybe that's a coffee cup with the company logo, a hoodie, a t-shirt, a water bottle. What if you printed money? Printed money with maybe your CEO's face is where the president's face would be on a $20 bill. And based on an employee standing out, really rocking a season or handling a difficult customer well, you awarded them 5, 10, or 15 corporate bucks that they could use to buy company merchandise. So it's like cash, but the only purpose is to buy company logoed material. That's a fun way to get people in your merchandise, get them things that they may already want, and at the same time to reward. Learning day. Rewarding people by investing in their professional development, that goes a long way. Ask your people where you can support them, where they need help. Do they struggle with how to preempt an escalation? Is giving bad news hard for them? Do they want to convey empathy? Find out what they need by asking them, and then you could bring Myra Golden of Myra Golden Seminars in to train in person or online. Learning days are fun. Employee-led one-to-one, idea number 10. Now, you are likely accustomed to meeting with your employees to talk about calls or performance issues. What if you schedule time for a one-to-one, just you and an employee at the interval that works for you? Is that once a quarter, once a month, once a week, if you could swing that? And in this one-to-one, it is employee-led. You don't have an agenda. It's not to talk about problems. It's not correcting anything. It is however the employee wants to use that time. And they may talk about how to get better. They may talk about what they struggle with. It may be they talk about where they see themselves in 5 years with the company. It may be a personal conversation. Whatever it is, it's employee-led, and that's a way to make them feel heard and understood. I highly recommend that one. A fitness perk. Not as easy as some of the other items on this list, but I do know that people really like perks even outside of the job. I got this idea from my daughter's company. She works at Lululemon. And one of the many perks for the company is, and it's a fitness apparel company, one of the perks is every employee at her store gets $113 a month to spend locally for a fitness workout. That can be a CrossFit gym, that can be a cycling bar, which is how my daughter is using it, a typical fitness gym, whatever works. Take swimming lessons, and the company pays for it. And what happens at my daughter's company, a lot of employees go to the same cycle bar. And so it's a sense of community. It's fun. They're getting healthier, and they never forget that it's the company that is paying for that. So if you can swing that, obviously you'd have to work at a high level with HR. But if you can, that's a powerful perk. President take phone calls. I did this one National Customer Service Week where we brought the president down, president of the company down as a surprise to take calls. He sat between two representatives, answered the phone, introduced himself as the president of the company, to the customer. Now, of course, he didn't know how to handle a call, right? And that was the beauty of it, the vulnerability, owning the fact that he was out of his element. But the real point is the employees got to see him. They got to be heard. They were seen. So what if you did that next year for National Customer Service Week or during Fun Month or anytime? Celebrate anniversaries and milestones. Look for reasons, any reason to celebrate. Somebody has been here 5 years. Let's celebrate that. Someone just finished a higher level of training. Let's celebrate that. You've been promoted to lead. Celebrate that. Birthdays, all of that. Look for reasons to have a rah-rah. People love that. Employees' Choice Awards, not unlike the People's Choice Awards. What if you went to your employees and asked them to come up with categories of how you can give peer awards? And there's nothing off limits here. Some ideas of awards: Sidekick Salute, You're a Gem, High Five Award, the Best Team Player Award, Ripple Effect Award, Key Contributor Award, You Rocked that day, you rocked that customer, or you handled that, you did that. Whatever it is, let your employees come up with that, and then you guys vote on it, or I should say they, because this is not a management thing. This is so much fun. You can do this anytime. You can do it just for fun during Customer Service Week. That's up to you. And my final idea: start, stop, continue. This is less of an appreciation in a direct way, but yet it is powerful. And what this is start, stop, continue. And if you come to my workshops, you've seen me do this. I do it at the end of a program to help people set goals of what they'll start doing, stop doing, and continue to do after spending time with me and learning. But the first time I used start, stop, continue is when I was a contact center manager and I wanted feedback from my team. I wanted to know how I could better support them, how I could be a better leader for them. I had my assistant go to every one of the employees and ask them to respond to 3 questions. What should Myra start doing? What should Myra stop doing? And what should she continue to do? And so everybody responded to those questions. My assistant took everything and typed it up. And all I saw was the responses. I didn't know who said what. And it's best. You don't want to know. You just want the feedback. And people need to know that they are psychologically safe to give this feedback. And be warned, it may be hard. This is a very vulnerable ask. To get this level of feedback. And people will, in the stop or the continue, I should say, they're going to tell you what you're doing well. So it's important to have that in there. But they'll tell you what they think you should start doing and what they think you should stop doing. And you don't have to do everything on the list, but you need to read it and you need to consider it. That is a way to make your employees feel heard. And when we feel heard, we feel more appreciated. Well, all right, those are my top 15 fun ways to appreciate your employees. You want to show appreciation because when people feel appreciated, that boosts productivity, they're happier, morale is higher. It's just a sense of community and energy that you will see, you will hear, you will feel, you will taste that energy, and your people are going to stay with you longer. We all want that. All right, enjoy your day as you celebrate National Customer Service Week. Thank you so much for listening to my ideas.